Hi, I'm back again. Video's still not so great today, but that's all right. Again, it's about content. So, you know, I'm, I want to lend some support for everyone out there because this is the new normal for all of us, right? And it's a temporary new normal, but it is a new normal for now. And so I kind of want to uh, kind of talk about the stages of grief because we are grieving a loss. We're losing a little bit of our freedom temporarily, but we're losing a little bit of our freedom right now. Um, and what happens when we have a loss? There's even more loss that some people are feeling. The loss of a job. Maybe the loss of your health temporarily, some people, but really the loss of life as you know it, right? And so with any loss, there is something that happens. It's called grief. Okay, and there are several stages of grief. The first thing is shock. And I remember that I think it was March 11th, and the World Health Organization had declared this a global pandemic. And I remember thinking to myself, like being scared, shock. I remember going to sleep with this feeling in the pit of my stomach. And what also happens during that particular thing, because how we fight shock sometimes is by becoming numb a little bit, and also denial, like this is a hoax, and this is like, well, I don't really believe this anyway. So those are that's one stage of it. And then there's like, a little bit of pain, a little bit of like, okay, is this really happening? Then there's like anger, like, and some people are blaming the Chinese, and sometimes people are maybe blaming each other as they're fighting over toilet paper. Not our best moment, I'm just going to say. There's, a little bit of depression, perhaps, especially feeling isolated. But there, the little bit of depression going on there, especially, we anchor ourselves, we tether ourselves to our routines, and so depression can definitely sink in. And then eventually we start to work through our feelings. We find our new normal, or temporary new normal. And then there's acceptance. And not that we accept that we're going to be living like this forever, but that, okay, this is where we are, right? So, but there are, steps to get to that place. I don't know. And there's also a going back and forth during each of these phases. We go, okay, I got this. And then it's like, oh, really? This is unnerving me a bit. So it's kind of, it's a dance until we get to that place that, okay, this is the new normal for now. But very few people, if any, have really gotten there. I know I haven't. I'm gonna say I haven't gotten to, okay, this is the new normal. You always think if you don't have to go anywhere, how would that be? Well, now you know, and you really want to go somewhere. I actually stayed in all last week. I went nowhere. I took it very seriously. I had my house loaded up, so I didn't go anywhere. But I had to go out, and I had to get something from work, because I had gotten an email that I actually had a document in it that I had to print out, and my printer wasn't working. So I had to go into work. And while I was at work, I said, let me just, so I don't have to go out again, I'm going to stop and get my daughter. She can go through 3 gallons of milk a day. She loves milk. So I stopped. I stopped at the store, and I kept my 6 feet of distance, had my gloves on, Anyway, long and the short of it was, I ran into people, and it felt so good. It really did, we need to be around people, and we're not going to be doing that all the time every day. I was in the house for 6 days, and then I had to go out. Oops. Hold on. Going to put you on pause for a minute. So I'm back. That was my friend Ed. And you got to pick up for people these days. So I'm not sitting in an NBC, ABC studio. I'm sitting in my kitchen. Okay. So let's see. Oh, yeah. So back to what I was saying about grief. So grief also triggers anxiety, right? And anxiety, worry, fear. And so what do we do about that? So one of the things sometimes we do is, which is an unhealthy thing, is avoidance, right? We don't want to feel anxious. So what are we going to do? One of the things is denial, and that's what we see the kids in spring break, and they're, that's an unhealthy way of dealing with it. And as I understand, some of them actually have the coronavirus now, but there are other unhealthy things that we can do, like alcohol and drugs. We definitely don't want to engaging in overdoing that. That's not to say a glass of wine or a bottle of beer or something is not in order every so often, maybe with your dinner or something. But like being drunk all day, that's not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to do anytime. Anything in moderation is good. Balance is good. Drinking too much coffee isn't good either, but a cup of coffee is actually good for you. So healthy coping strategies. So healthy coping strategies would be exercise, talking it out, talking to one another, healthy eating, as much as possible. Hopefully you filled up on some of those frozen vegetables, because that can last you for the duration that you're in the house. Relaxation techniques. So exercise. A friend of mine was actually, my friend Jane, she just put a video up of doing planking and push-ups, exercising. There's plenty of videos on TV, on the computer, so you can probably find something and exercise to that. And finding support for yourself, giving support to your friends. Those are healthy things that we can get involved in. I just urge you also to try, again, I've said this in my last video, but I think it's very important to have a routine. Get yourself a routine as much as possible and try to accomplish something every day. But, reaching out, healthy eating, a little bit of exercise. In my next couple of videos, I'm actually going to be talking a little bit about some of the science behind some of those healthy coping strategies, that they actually boost your immune system. And I'm going to also talk a little bit about cognitive behavioral techniques that can also keep you feeling stable, feeling at peace. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Bye.